What you're about to watch is a clip from my BrandLytics training where I get together with entrepreneurs, thought leaders who want to build their brand using YouTube and making data-driven decisions to blow up their brand this year. Enjoy. So the theme was how to build an audience when most of your keywords have heavy competition. I'd love to jam with you guys and help you come up with the next videos to make, because I think a lot of people struggle with what do I make next? And I'm making videos and nobody's seen them, and I don't know what topics to work on. I actually use Zen in the presentation in Vegas in front of everybody, and I'll show you quickly what I did, and then hopefully we can workshop with you guys too. So if you think about what are some of the videos that you want to make. So for Zen, what did I use, Zen? Do you remember what I put in? How to have confidence?
Yes.
This is one of the techniques that I often teach, and we've gone through it before, but I like to customize it and get some examples from you guys to make it more personal. So, Zane's a confidence coach. So he's going to come here and look at how to have confidence. Like that's maybe a video title that he would come up with. And so we use the VidIQ plugin. We've mentioned this, but it allows you to see how many subscribers each channel has. And so this one, 8 million views, that's cool, but it has 16 million subscribers on the channel. So it's an underperforming video. So we looked at this one, how to be confident in any situation. And I think Charlie he must be split testing this video, because yesterday was something else. Saying, wasn't this like how to radiate confidence? So Charlie looks like he's split testing this video, but it's got 13 million views and 5 million subscribers. So this is one of the most popular videos on his channel. It's helping him grow the channel. And anytime we have a higher sub count compared to the views, most videos will underperform their sub count. So most videos will get, if he's got 5 million subs, we'll get less than 5 million views. Whenever one does really well, that means it's a really good video. So we want to be taking on this video. So then I asked Zane in the office, hey, Zane, can you make this video? How to be confident in anything. He's like, yes, perfect. Go make that video. And what we'll often find is the title that we think of is not the title that we end up going with, right? We started with how to have confidence, and we end up with how to be confident in any situation, right? And then part two of this is to go look at their channel and then see what their other videos are. And if we sort by their most popular ones, you can see, the how to have confidence one, it's here. Oh, or did he do it twice? No, it's here. It's weird. It's how to radiate confidence under pressure. It's weird that it's showing up in search as something different than on his channel. He must be doing a split test. Anyway, this is the video, and this is number 3 video. So then you can look at what other videos have gotten more than 5 million views. And there's not that many. He's got 5.3 million subs. And this is what, 6, 12, 15, 16 videos have more than 5.3 million views out of all the videos that he's done on his channel, right? Like this will just keep scrolling. And these are still decent videos, right? But they're not the ones that are really growing his channel. So then you just look at all these, and five common habits that make people instantly dislike you. Can Zane do that video? Maybe, maybe not. Liking you, is it tied to confidence? Sure, but it may not be in his wheelhouse. How to avoid embarrassing yourself in an argument? Maybe. Does Zane talk about arguments and negotiation, embarrassment? It's on the verge. But then something like this, how to turn awkwardness into confidence, right? And then I asked Zane, can you make that video? It's like, yes. Like, cool, right? And so you're just basically looking for the videos that are helping. These videos are helping grow Charisma on Command's channel. And even though it's Charisma on Command, not Confidence on Command, but there's a lot of confidence related videos. So one of the biggest shifts I was trying to get people to make at the conference was the game is not search, the game is suggested, because so many of the experts teach search, but most of the views don't happen in search. Most of the views happen in what YouTube recommends you. So the goal is to rank after other people's videos. So the SEO game is how do I show up after other people's videos, not how do I show up for that search term. And so to the topic of how to build an audience when your keywords have heavy competition, it's not so much about the keywords having heavy competition. It's any videos that are doing really well. Awesome. We want to be trying to rank after them. So for you guys who are here, are there any topics, themes that you want to either pop in the chat, or, since it's an intimate group, you can unmic and we can workshop it? Because I'd love to be able to get you leaving here with specific videos that you can go home and make.
Leadership skills.
Cool. So leadership skills is a really broad topic, right? Cool. So that's a good starting point. So if we're here, we're on leadership skills. What do we got? 4 tips to improve leadership skills with Brian Tracy. Decent, 649 versus 1.3. It's okay. 10 leadership skills every leader should have. It's okay. 1.6 versus 34. It's okay. Here's something, but Tony Robbins on the psychology and skills of exceptional leaders, probably not one that you're going to make unless you're going to dissect Tony Robbins, but not as good. This is actually rough. A lot of these are rough so far. Here's one though, how to be a great leader, the 7 great leadership traits. 1.3 million views off of 70,000 subscribers. Could you come up with 7 great leadership traits, Terry?
Absolutely, yeah.
So this is a good one to make. But overall, it also shows you how difficult it might be or how good a topic is, right? So these people all have a lot of subscribers. Actually, this one doesn't with the 1,000. But a lot of these videos, they're getting a lot fewer views and subscribers. So it could also lead us to think, what else could we call it? Instead of calling it leadership skills, what else could we call it? And by changing up one of those words, we might find a better topic. So this is a little bit below average as a term, but there are still some gems in here, like this one, how to be a great leader, 7 great leadership traits. This is the best one on here. All of these are underperforming unless it's specific, right? So Seth Godin, even here, Gary Vee talking leadership skills, 46,000 views, but he's got 3 million subscribers. 5 crucial tips on leadership for first-time managers. Is that in the wheelhouse, Terry, or are we talking?
That's a good one. I mean, because 5 crucial tips on leadership for first-time managers. I mean, the number one thing would be developmental counseling. So, I mean, I have ideas in which I can talk about on that.
It's more, so I mean, 5, if it was just 5 crucial tips on leadership, cool. But for first-time managers, does that fit into who you're trying to reach?
It could. I mean, once again, it's a matter of who I want to reach, and if I'm wanting to reach first-time managers, yeah, it'd be a good one.
Cool. So this video really performed well for him. 18,000 subs, 238,000 views. And especially if you're a smaller channel, looking at smaller channels, right, can really help. So 18,000 is not a tiny channel, but it's not a giant channel either. If we're looking at the Charisma Command, it's got 5 million subscribers. So that's interesting. Body language of leaders is interesting. I don't know if you go that route or not, Terry, but I've talked about things like, for example, how the eyebrows is the most expressive body part. So I do talk about some elements of body language. So this is where it could get really cool. It's like, hey, you look at Vanessa Van Anders. She's shown up a couple times now, right? There's this video, but then there was this video underneath. So this got 2.1, this got 360,000. I believe she was up higher somewhere here, 338,000. So when she's just talking about leadership skills, it's really underperforming compared to talking about the body language of leaders.
Yeah, her book is about that.
Yeah, and so it's what she's known for, but it's also, it's what people are searching for, what they're connecting with, what she's getting a lot of traction on. So could you provide your perspective on the body language of leaders? And the goal becomes, let's try to show up after Vanessa Van Anders.
Oh yeah, I probably have about 7 to 10 things of body language I could talk about for sure.
Cool. And so that's a starting point, right? So we've got one video here, second video here, and there was a third video on this one, right? So we've got 3 video ideas that you can make. Cool. Next is to look at all their channels and see what other videos they've got and if there's any fit before even moving away. So like already leadership skills may not be the best term because a lot of these are underperforming. So we can try on another term that might give us a lot more fruit, but we've already got 3 videos that we can use, right? Okay, so next we go and look at those channels. Learning, read, defined was one. What was the other 2? This one, burned Girop. Wow, I probably butchered that name. And then Vanessa Van Anders. Okay, and then same thing. And the more they're related to you, the more options there will be. And there may not be anything that you can pull from, but you just sort each one. And this gives us a starting point for ideas. 6 signs she wants you. Okay, Terry, are we making
All right.
That was a good laugh, though. I like that one.
Yeah.
So, we're probably not making that video, but you never know. So 10 tricks to get her to like you. Okay. You know, and a lot of these look like book reviews. So this could be, you know, where Pablo comes in, you know, with his book reviews and the videos that he likes doing it. But yeah, so there may not be a lot here that we can pull from, but a lot of these videos have done well.
But could Terry take that 6 signs she wants you, and so when they come in and says, women loves a man who's a leader, and then transition on his 3 or 4 ways to become the leader, and which you follow me?
Yeah. So there's 2 things to that. The first is how ethical does, like, how connected does Terry feel to the message? So it's still got to be heart first, and then you wrap your brain around it, right? So if it's just a strategy, then if it's too much of a stretch outside what you do, don't do it just because it's a good topic.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to end up hating your channel and hating the work that you're doing because you're stretching. Like, could you apply leadership to anything? Yes. Can you apply confidence to anything? Yes, of course, right? But is that what if Terry then just goes and makes all of these kinds of videos, is he losing his soul? You know, because it's just not fun to make. And the second part of that is, are you bringing in the right people? So ultimately, what does Terry want to sell? You know, if he wants to sell leadership training and coaching services, for example, making a video 6 signs she wants you is probably targeting, you know, 13, 14, 16, 18, 22-year-old guys. And they're probably not going to be anywhere close to buying. So unless he's playing a really long game, and this is like a 15-year play for Terry, and just really thinking ahead of the curve, then it's probably not the best fit, and just move on to other topics. If you want to see this full video as well as train live with me twice a month to blow up your brand, join the BrandLytics training program. There's a link to join right there next to me. Continue to believe. I'll see you there.